Now come with me, we'll watch a short, and it will teach us how to live. It's called The Gossip, it's got some kids, and they're all shrill and dumb and awkward. Let's watch the film. Did you guys hear about all the gossip? Uh-oh, she's got Common Core face.
The Gossip. This is a true story. The names have been changed to protect the innocent and the guilty.
Even Steve's name has been changed to Reggie.
Mainly, it's the story of Laura and Jean.
And a giant peach.
Laura and Jean were best friends. They double dated together, they studied together, and often, after school, they went to the corner drugstore together.
For wart cream.
The drugstore was a favorite hangout. Some of the kids drank Cokes, others read magazines, and they all talked.
Wow, it's like Studio 54.
Talking's lots of fun, except sometimes when you talk about people, that's when the trouble starts.
I saw them together yesterday. Of course, I'm just telling you what I saw and heard, but...
Well, the Gossip is a snob who's also an outsider.
But, Laura, don't you and Mary forget the meeting in Mrs. Hoover's office tomorrow afternoon at 3:30.
3:30.
Okay, what meeting's this?
The Pep Club, Frida.
We've got to nominate people for next year's officers.
Who's going to be up for president?
Well,
The names will be posted on the bulletin board Thursday morning, Frida.
Oh, sure, but come on now, you must have some idea now who'll be...
Nope. Bye, everyone.
Gossip blocked again.
Well, who does she think she is? Keeping it all to herself.
Anyway, what else is going on?
Is friend Jean your candidate for Pep Club president, Laura?
Well,
Laura's going to put up whoever's most qualified, Frida. Is Jean qualified, Laura? Is she? You'll find out Thursday, along with the rest of us.
On Twitter.
Well, wish I had a friend on the nominating committee. You have me, Frida. Well, like I was saying, I saw them together yesterday. Well,
Frida worked in gossip the way other artists worked in oils or clay.
Laura.
uh-huh.
Laura, I've been thinking.
Let's get pizza
Maybe
and
for the
tacos.
next few days, while you're working on the nominating committee, well, maybe we shouldn't see each other quite so much.
It's not me, it's
Are you afraid of what Frida Thompson will say?
Well, sometimes people like Frida Thompson can make a lot of people believe what she says.
Oh,
What?
Jean, don't be silly. Why, no one would dare say that you didn't deserve to be nominated for president. Why, you've worked harder than anyone in the club, and you're dependable, and you make good grades,
And you're just about the best friend a girl ever had.
But I gotta let you go.
Well, let's not give Frida a chance to do any talking.
Let's sew her mouth shut.
All right, but I sure hate to have to worry about what people will say.
So do I. But you have to sometimes, I guess.
Let's give them something to talk about.
And Laura,
Uh-huh.
if anything ever should come up about one of us, let's ask right out. Get the facts. No jumping to conclusions.
Why? Are you
Okay, but-
dying?
I'd never jump to conclusions about you. After all, you're my best friend.
I know. But sometimes people like Frida Thompson can cause an awful lot of trouble between two good friends like us.
She's a gossip and I hate her.
Now, do we all understand Mrs. Hoover's instructions?
No disintegrations. Got it.
We each have a candidate to check on. We're to check with faculty members as to grade and personality qualifications,
And then we make a report on these things, bring the reports back, and draw up a final slate of the girls based on our findings. Can we go now?
Just a minute.
Any new business?
Yes, Mary?
I don't think it's fair to ask Laura to check on Jean, since they're best friends and all.
Well, I'm sure Laura will be objective about it, Mary.
Oh, yes, Mildred. I'm sure Laura will be objective about it. As objective as she can be.
Friend, lover.
Well, how could she help it? We all know pretty well what Jean's qualifications will be. Well, sure. I'm just saying I think it'll look funny for Laura to check on her best friend.
Are you saying that, or is Frida Thompson saying it?
What do you mean?
Okay, hold it.
I
hold
drive a
it.
Dodge
The
Stratus.
assignments have been made, and that's that. Now, there's one more thing on Mrs. Hoover's instructions.
Secret
Then
Santa.
can we go?
Yes, then you can go. Here it is. Remember, girls, we have to do a lot of talking about people in this office. Because of this fact, everything talked about in this office must stay in this office.
And that's how you gossip.
Okay?
Any questions?
That's it for now.
Remember, what happens in Illuminati stays in Illuminati. Didn't there used to be, like, boys in this school, or...
Hi, Frida.
Do you still go steady with Jim?
Why, yes.
What's it like?
Does your best friend go steady with him, too?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm wasting your time.
Look.
Oh, he's inviting her to vacate his dreams and enter his vehicle.
Frida, he's just taking her home.
Why isn't he waiting for you?
Well, I told him not to because of the meeting.
Well, when the cat's away, the mice will.
I'm not sure that's correct or applicable, dear.
Bye now.
Forget the gossip. She's a straight-up sociopath.
Why isn't he waiting for you?
Let's not jump to conclusions. Let's always get the facts.
Also, avenge me.
Yes, Laura, I think Jean would be a good choice for Pep Club president.
Hello, Mrs. Anderson.
Hi,
Hi,
Jean.
Laura.
Hi, Jean.
Here are the tests, all done. Would you like me to put them in the drawer for third hour?
No, just set them on top of the file. I'd like to check them over, please.
Well, thank you very much.
Mr. Summers would like to see you in the office when you're through here.
All right. Thank you. I'll see you both
Thanks
later.
again.
Good luck with your love
How
triangle.
she can make up so many different questions year after year, I'll never know.
Jean.
Oh, Larry.
Hey, a dude.
I have something I'd like to tell you.
What can I do for you, cutie?
You're
Not
in Mrs.
that.
Anderson's third hour class, aren't you?
Don't I look like it? I've been up most of the night studying for that quiz of hers.
Well, there's some things I'd like to talk to you about. Oh, well, we have a few minutes now before class starts.
Editor says no. It's Gossip Expo 1955.
Mrs. Anderson handed back our test papers this morning. Our boy Larry here got an A.
So what?
So you must have talked to the girl who mimeographed the test.
Jean Browning mimeographed him.
Helpful, wasn't she?
Jean and I were talking.
I'll have what they're not having.
Got answers, you mean.
Big news, big news. Guess who I saw exchanging notes in study hall?
CeeLo Green and Pope Francis?
Jim O'Donnell and Jean Brownlee. But I thought Jim was going steady with Laura.
That's exactly what makes this big news.
Oh,
Rita, don't be silly. Exchanging notes doesn't mean a thing.
Well, I'm just telling you what I saw, and seeing's believing.
Not always.
Well, just yesterday after the meeting, then
She's right behind me, isn't she?
Why didn't somebody tell me?
I did.
This short's gonna end with a killing spree, isn't it?
I think that Jean Brownlee doesn't deserve to be nominated for president.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going around.
Well, Laura, you're Jean's best friend, and you wouldn't be bringing in just plain gossip about her. But somehow it just doesn't seem like Jean to help people cheat on a quiz.
She's more of a mooch.
Oh, I don't know. She makes pretty high grades for someone who has so many outside activities. She's smart, that's why. Sure, she's smart, but she's also human.
Hey, that's just a rumor.
Besides, this thing's all over school now.
Is that true? Have the rest of you heard about this?
Yes. Rita Thompson saw Jean carrying test papers into Miss Anderson's room.
Oh, well.
What do you mean by, oh, well?
It's like a
Just
colloquialism.
Sometimes Frida sees more than there is to see.
Jean's best friend saw her with the test papers, too. Didn't you, Laura?
I would like to invoke my Fifth Amendment rights.
Yes.
Larry Smith wasn't the only poor student to make an A on that test. There was Gene Miller and Frank Horton.
All right.
Shut up.
This is getting a little messy. We probably ought to talk to Mrs. Hoover about it.
Why can't we take care of it? Look, Mildred, we all like Jean. But let's admit it, this thing's all over school. If we put Jean's name on the slate now, every girl in the pep club would be screaming about it.
You're screaming about it.
I agree. And I move we drop Jean Brownlee's name from the slate.
How about Cynthia Smith?
Cynthia.
No third-party candidates, please.
You win. We'll put Cynthia's name on the ballot and scratch Jean's off. But don't forget what Mrs. Hoover said.
It's
Everything
cromulent.
that's said in this office stays in this office. Now, Jean will probably feel real bad that she's not on the ballot anyway, so let's not make it any worse.
Who's going to text her?
All right, now about the other office.
Next on the agenda, campaign finance reform.
Let's go to class, Bob.
Hey, the cast list is up. Oh, they really whitewashed The Wiz.
Hi. Say, thanks for helping me with this gift, Gene.
You're welcome, Topher Grace.
Hey, what's the matter? Your name won't fade off.
Awkward.
Cynthia Smith. Will all be.
Well, you did use a private email server.
Oh, look, Gene, it's only an office. Why, 20 years from today, you won't even remember it.
You probably won't even be alive.
I'll remember it all right. 'Cause it's my best friend's birthday. See you later, Jim.
Bye.
She's into me.
Golly, Jean, I'm sorry about your not getting on the pep club slate.
Everyone who's up there will do a fine job, I'm sure.
Jean, there's something I want to tell you, for your own good.
You smell like ham.
Now, I can't tell you who told me, but, well, I know why you didn't get on the pep club ballot. You see, when Laura came into the meeting the other day, it came up about that cheating on the tests in Miss Anderson's room. And, well, you mimeographed the test, and Laura saw you talking to Larry Smith.
And you don't photograph well, and your feet are huge, and...
I don't understand. It's not true. None of it's true.
It's fake news from a
Laura,
failing
you know
organization.
I wouldn't do a thing like that. Why didn't you come and ask me about it? We weren't supposed to talk about it outside the meeting. You weren't.
I had to gossip. It's the
I don't
rules.
understand. I thought we were always going to get the facts before we jumped to conclusions.
Yeah, no.
I thought I had the facts. But you didn't. You didn't. Jean, you're making it worse than it really is. No, I'm not. It's a big lie. You can live it down. Why? Why do I have to live it down? Why do I have to live down a big lie?
Because patriarchy?
Laura, who started it? Tell me, who started it? I can't. Why?
I'm gonna stick my head in the mimeograph machine.
She still upset about that pep club deal?
I guess.
Women.
Helpful.
Oh, well. Say, happy birthday.
Here's a new vape pen.
Here, take it.
Why, thank you, Jim, but I thought you'd forgotten.
Why should I forget?
I get weekly emails from your Amazon wish list.
Oh, Jim, a friendship bracelet. How did you know I wanted one?
Your best friend told me.
You see, you're a terrible person.
Yeah, boy, that Jean's a swell gal. You know how I hate to shop for things for girls. The clerks look at you so funny and everything. Well, Jean did all the shopping while I drove her around. She even wrapped it for me last night. And oh, you know what else she did?
She blew my
She
mind.
heard about Mrs. Anderson leaving next year, and she and Larry Smith and some of the other kids are arranging a farewell party for her. And oh,
She rescued a
did you
puppy.
hear the lowdown on the good grades in Mrs. Anderson's third-hour class? Seems Tom Gunnison found a copy of the test in the mimeograph room and started circulating it.
This is like a Columbo wrap-up.
Hey, what's wrong with you? Look, if that was a dirty deal about Jean's not getting on the pep ballot, just tell me.
It was a dirty deal.
Laura, what's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. Go away.
So gossip is like meth for rich kids.
No, nothing was wrong. Except that everything was wrong.
Oh, that clears it up.
Can Laura do anything to help Jean now that she's sorted the facts from the gossip? How can you tell the difference between fact and gossip?
Snopes.
What do you think?
Well, you didn't hear it from me, but I heard that Centron was just a front business for a crooked producer to launder his dog track winnings.